Hiya, I'm doing this VR to BeccaTalks&Tarot. It's about how has your tarot journey evolved. I thought it was a really good tag, so I thought I'll jump on and join in. The first question is, what was the first deck you ever bought? And the most recent. Well, the first deck I ever bought is this one. I've still got it. I bought two round about the same time, but I lent one out to a friend, and I was 16 at the time. My mum didn't sort of agree with the having tarot and things in the house. She used to freak a little bit, but I bought two at round about the same time because I worked in a little bookshop, and upstairs we had like the Ouija boards and tarot and things like that, and we used to have some witches come in and some tarot readers, and I got talking to them, and I got really sort of drawn in, and so I bought two decks without a clue of what I was doing really, but they were lovely. And I've still got this one, and oops, got it upside down, sorry. And that is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Cannon Reed and Martin Cannon. And I've shown this quite a few times, but I still love it. You know, it's still gorgeous. It lives in this little wooden box, which is nearly as old as the deck itself. I was 16, so it was 16, nearly 16, I think. And so it's an old deck, but it's still lovely. Actually, it's proper 80s. She reminds me of Olivia Newton-John in one of her things. Yeah, I think, you know, it's really, they're all the same. I've talked about this before, but the court cards are the same picture, but just changed up the clothing, and where he's holding the wand, he's got the sign of the Pentacles. But so this is my first deck. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it don't come out very much now, but now and again I'll get it out and I'll have a little play, but you know, it's been played with a lot over the years, so it stays in there. And the latest deck that I got is by Curo Machete, Gateway to the Divine Tarot, and it's really good. I like it. I weren't sure, but I like love the images. They're really nice. So yeah, this is the latest one that I have bought. Really nice. And the next question, how has your art style changed? It's changed quite a bit actually, because especially over the years, because when I first sort of got into tarot, as I said, I was young, and I thought that anything that wasn't, well, there weren't very many sort of whimsically decks out then, but as it's gone on, there's more of the whimsically sort of decks, and I used to think, oh, I can't take them seriously because they're not serious enough pictures, but of course they are, and I've learned totally different now, and I love the Art Nouveau, and there's the golden Art Nouveau is absolutely stunning. So I'm appreciating art more in itself. You know, I'll flip from week to week or mood to mood as to what mood I'm in, as to what decks that I'll use or what I'm working with. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, one of the whimsical ones, but that gives me just as much information and messages as what a straight, as I call straight deck, will do. So yeah, the art has changed a lot. I appreciate art a lot more, you know, and I look at pictures within the pictures. So it has changed quite a bit. What other question is it? Has the way you do spreads changed? Yes, definitely. Because I used to stick with whatever deck I bought, I would only do the spread that was in the little white book when I first, you know, started. And I didn't know sort of how to read the stories. So what I would do, I would just read it as, you know, like, I don't know, say the death card come up, oh my God, someone's going to die. And, you know, if I got a Chariot, it'd just be like, oh my God, you know, I'm going to get run over by a horse and cart. That sort of thing. But so, you know, I would read them just as they are. But now I adapt them to myself. You know, if I've got questions to ask, I'll do the spread that I think until I feel that the questions have been answered as to what I'm looking for, not, you know what I mean. And I'll leave them out, and I'll try all different spreads. I absolutely love spreads, and I love watching people when they've done theirs and seeing what they are and that. So yeah, definitely it's gone from just direct book spread to, you know, customizing it to what I need, and to being more diverse, you know, to mixing all the different spreads with all the different decks, and even the interview in a deck spread and things like that. You know, if there's a question that I want to ask, then I will put that in the spread, and I will change it. Has the system you use changed? Yeah, because I learned with, as I said, with the Ellen Cannon Reed deck, and it's more Golden Dawn sort of inspired, you know. It's a Seven of Swords, I'll show you there. You know, where they look like the swords are all piled up, they're sitting there in harmony. So, you know, and I'll read like Thoth, which this as well, and the Kabbalah. I also like Lenormand. I'm really interested in Marseille at the minute, and I'm sort of going bit by bit into that. I love the oracle, the witches' oracles, and playing cards. So a bit of everything is coming in. You know, it's coming more and more and more. You know, by watching videos and watching creators and things like that, and seeing the walkthroughs and how people use their decks, and all the lovely books what are coming out on all the different subjects is just amazing. You know, I just really, really love it. And I think that, you know, it's helping us opening up a lot more. So I don't just do RWS or anything, you know, and I'm finding that if I can mix and match, even if I want to, do you know what I mean? If I've got a major arcana deck, or arcana deck, sorry, I can use a card from that, and then use cards from Lenormand or Marseille, or, you know, with your major arcana, I can mix and match what systems I want to that. And then it also depends on what I feel I need at that time. You know, what am I needing that day? What is speaking to me on that day? You know, because it's not RWS. I absolutely love. I love a Thoth Tarot. I love them all, really. Do love them all. I am getting into the playing cards. Trying to sort of get my head around those. And I see the beautiful play in Marseille by Masha, and oh gosh, it's so cool. So I have ordered it. I shouldn't have done, because I've ordered it. You know, I've had a few too many decks recently, but who cares? It was locked down, and we all needed something. And you know, if I need it, I felt I needed it, and I got it. I shouldn't have done, but I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty. So no, that's that's it really. So yeah, the system has changed, and I think it will continue to change. I'll continue sort of going backwards and forwards and learning more, because I don't think you can ever learn enough. You know, I think that you just need to keep going and learning and learning and learning as, you know, as you go along, because there's always something else, something new for the tarot to teach you, whatever systems you may use or you may see or be pulled towards. So yeah, and that's my video. So thank you so much, Becca. Love doing this tag. It was really cool. I've enjoyed watching other people's too. Loads of love and blessings. Have a great evening. Bye.